Hi! I don't know what I was doing there. Hi! Welcome to Payback. This is Sabal's version. So it's basically the same as you'd imagine, the same annoying fight with Yuma, only Sabal's hallucinations. I thought I'd put it in for completeness, even though you're going to get to see them at the end anyway.
To summarize, change is good. Embrace it. Your king is alive. Rejoice. And Yuma stands like a sentinel, waiting. Bring it on.
Sounds like he's calling us out.
The mines. You know what to do.
Do I, though, Amita? Do I? Well, I suppose I've got to kill Yuma. Anyway, yeah, I ran over here, up to the mines. Boar attacked me. Hello, boar. And I saw some fighting bears. So I threw some fire at them, but it didn't hit. I do like the way animals fight. I've seen some fighting leopards as well. I was kind of impressed. Anyway, up here, a little climb, and then a little jog all the way through here. Up to the mine entrance, where we're going to look for a note from Yuma. We've got to locate her and basically read a note, and she pops out. I've left the mines pretty dark. I didn't really see much point in brightening them up. We're not going to be here for long. There are all sorts of notes lying around. I recommend that you read them all. There's lots of backstory in here to uncover. I'm going to summarise it though. That's Nigel, whose glider note we saw at the beginning, which I found quite funny. He's disappeared.
What the hell was that? You're in my Shangri-La now.
Okay, Yuma. Okay. You're in my Shangri-La now. That's nice. Anyway, Yuma's wittering on about how she was in love with Pagan and it was going really well. There's this note from your mum, which is a bit trippy. Dear AJ, the truth is that Kirat was always going to change you. That's why we never spoke of it, or something. Anyway, read the capital letters. The River of Blood, with the trips from the future cutscene.
You chose to desecrate your own heritage and spit on the gods.
I mean, it seems a little harsh to slit their necks for siding with Amita. The guy's clearly a lunatic. This kind of annoyed me because, again, there's no moon, even though there's one reflected in the River of Blood.
Against the gods themselves. So I say to you, today, you chose to cut your own throats.
Debatable, Sabal. I'm pretty sure you gave the order to cut their throats, and you could have just let them go. That wouldn't have been so harmful. Then Yuma flips into Kalinag. Hello, Yuma. And for some reason I used a hunting syringe just before I started this mission, and it looks like it's persisted into here, which is, I'm not going to complain. Anyway, yeah, Yuma is chattering about how she was in love with Pagan, and your mum turned up and ruined it all because your mum's a dirty, dirty whore bitch. Excuse my language, wouldn't normally use it, but that's essentially the sentiment. You can shoot these explodey pots to get bigger, well, explosions, as you saw, but definitely the hunting syringe helping massively here. No idea why it's enabled, but seems to be kind of a glitch. I'll take it though. Thank you very much. Anyway, tried to shoot those things from here, that wasn't happening, so got a little bit closer, and you can see I can't reuse the hunting syringe, so it's kind of peculiar. But then I died, so I kind of lost the bonus, which was a shame. I'll show you where I died. And it was somewhat foolish. Anyway, you got this mad little swing. I don't know, this mission just kind of annoys me. To be completely honest. It stays weak, but Pagan will not break me. This country will not break me, and yes, you will not break me. Well, I mean, it depends on your definition, but we're certainly going to break your limbs and your ability to breathe. Anyway, heading up here, there's another bit of grappling to do. This one's just a pretty straight climb, and then we've got one of the guys pointed out, I was having a chat on Reddit with someone about how underwhelming these boss fights are in comparison to Far Cry 3, and a guy kind of fairly made the point that actually in Far Cry 3 all you got were a few quick time events at the end of each fight. to stick people with knives after some walking around. And I see his point, and he was like, but this one's epic because you go searching for Yuma and then she drugs you and you go through like a trippy area and then you got to swing across a pit like Indiana Jones. This is where I died, it fell off. So I just cut it back to here. You got to swing over a pit like Indiana Jones, and then you get some more hallucinations, and then you got a crazy fight with a tiger and some arrows against Kalinag, who turns out to be Yuma. And it's true, like actually mechanically this is a lot more fun. I've got no idea what I took damage from there. None. Anyway, sorry, the volume's about to kick back up on Sabal here.
Sins against the gods can only be washed away with blood. There must be a cleansing for us to move forward, rather.
And then again, like the fight with Amita, not fight with Amita, the cutscene with Amita, the last cutscene was bugged. Anyway, here's the thing with naked Yuma, no pants Yuma. I don't know why she's got no pants on. It's very
You got
peculiar.
me.
Anyway, after a bit of toing and froing, she takes your gun. Rakshasa turns up. 3 times. Thunder and lightning. And then Yuma shoots you in the face. Which makes sense. And then you come back in a weird fight scene.
Time to do what Pagan would never do himself. Time to kill you and mix your mother's asses in paint slop.
So, yeah. Anyway. Hit Kalinag 3 times. He disappears if you get too close. Do a takedown each time. The first stage, there's a couple of archers, maybe? I don't even remember. Do we see any archers? No, maybe there aren't. Although that looks like an arrow in my arm, so maybe I'm going to take that back. Anyway, there's Kalinag. And this is on hard. I thought I'd leave it in here for you. It's not actually that much harder. The only thing about it being hard is you just take a bit more damage from the archers, right? There's not more of them. They're not cleverer. They're no more clever than they were before. It seems unfair that missed, if I'm honest. Although perhaps he was still porting in. There's a lot of shots I kind of feel I was cheated out of here. Shot that because I was hoping I'd kill the guy over there, but apparently he wasn't anywhere near that. And then I'm just having a look around to see where Kalinag might be. Don't know why I went behind there, but there's the tiger. Hi, Lion-Ho. But where were we? Yuma, River of Blood, Sabal, glitchy with a meter. Yeah, no, I mean it's just this whole fight. I felt that, like the fight with Hoyt and the fight with Vars, because even though it is just quick time events, because you're actually involved in the final scene, it feels more epic. Plus the characters were just better, like fleshed out. Like you got interaction with Vars and Hoyt. Here your only interaction with Yuma is when she drugs you in the cutscene in Escape from Durgesh. And then here. And it's like you don't really get a sense of who she is or what she's driven by or what she wants. You get a story from Pagan about how she held his stuff together. Check the other video for that. I'll link to it in the description most likely. Or check the playlist actually at the end of the video or again in the description. Balance of power missions. Or just check my channel. I don't really mind, whatever you like. But yeah, he's basically saying, you know, I've trusted her and she's managed to plur. And there's the second takedown. Then things went a bit south. She managed to plur, she managed to gnaw, she ran his heroin mining operation, she commanded his troops. But her obsession with Shangri-La towards the end made him think she was just a bit loopy. And he says some awesome line like, you can only steal so many pens from the stationery cupboard before it becomes a problem. Anyway, yeah, here's pretty much where I died. I just kept taking beatings. There. So restarted, and it restarts. I think it doesn't save after the first checkpoint, or the second checkpoint, but it saves after the second one. So if you kill him a second time, Kalinag, him, her, Yuma, Kalinag, whatever, that deserved a hit, I feel. So did that. If you kill him a second time, what am I trying to say here? You'll start back on the third one. I'm sorry, I'm just talking nonsense at you now. Anyway, the third kill, it comes pretty easily, and actually it's probably something I should have been thinking about from the beginning, going for the pots. There's a lot of faffing. Oh, wow, big yawn, I'm sorry, it's been one of those days. There's been a lot of faffing in between. There's an archer kill there. And I'm not exactly clear if he respawns archers so that you've got multiple targets. Fortunately, there's a lot to duck behind in here. I learnt my lesson last time. Here comes the tiger. There goes the tiger. Bye-bye, tiger. And then I think he runs across here, does he? And I kind of do a snapshot. Nope, no he does not. But that did it for some reason. No, I got lucky. Anyway, that's that. That's what I mean about this fight. It's just a bit... I don't know. And the fact that you can't... Like, the thing I loved about Hoyt, and I linked this in the other video, I'll link it in this one too, but, like, there were multiple ways to kill him. So you pull the trigger once, or quick time event once, and then twice, and you kill him, and he dies. But if you met, like the third one pops up, and a fourth one, and there's a chance... it's... That attention to detail pleases me. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Yuma dead. You can't loot her corpse, which is pretty annoying. Although I guess you can't loot Sabals or Amitas if you kill them either. So maybe it makes sense in some perverse way. You can loot Pagans though for 650, 950, something like that. He's got a couple of things worth 650 and then maybe 300 on him, or worth 700 and 250 on him, I forget. But looting Pagan, fantastic source of wealth. But that's Payback, all done. There's a little cutscene here from Sabal.
Sabal, I got Yuma.
Praise Banashur. This is the will of Kira. Moan's looking down on you now, brother, and he's proud of all the difference you're making. Pagan's next, Ajay, and then it's all done. We'll be free.
Will be free. Anyway, I thought I'd wingsuit out of there, which I think is exactly what I did last time. After the Sahajile checkpoint. Sahajile? Whatever it is. This checkpoint, and you come in here over the top, and there's some dudes doing press-ups. Don't worry, I'm not going to play this because it goes tits up. See, I get spotted on the approach, so even if I wanted to kill those guys doing press-ups, I could not have done. I mean, assuming I'd gone even in the right direction. Anyway, you unlock some new weapons for completing that. The A52 assault rifle, but the SA50 is amazing. Get a silencer, an extended mag, and a decent scope on it, and it just fires really fast. It's a shame it comes so late in the game, but you can't have everything. Anyway, on the left, Truth and Justice. On the right is something else. I forget exactly what. It'll flash up at the end. But it's there we go, Cease and Desist, the final Sabal Balance of Power mission. And on the top right, obviously, the playlist. And don't forget to check the description for the playlist. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!